So here we're discussing specifically Akbar and Godfrey, why they think black men gravitate more towards the Kim Kardashian types.
Light-skinned women were
more
really
desirable.
kind of like, were considered more desirable. Then if you look at some of like these ball players now, right, and these NBA players, right, they bolstered the Kim Kardashian look. And if you start looking at these guys, you're like, oh wow,
Now they're
all dating some version of a Kardashian, so to speak.
Ambiguity,
racially ambiguous.
The dark hair or whatever.
It's the same look.
And so you realize that the power of influence, because I'll get to like from some of my, my good friends, like almost like it's personal, like, well, why didn't you date a dark skin or marry a dark skin woman? It's like, wow, you start trying to unpack that and it's just like, wow, like,
Yeah, I think he married someone that looked like that. I don't know if they're still married or at one point he did. I think so. The thing is about the Kim Kardashian look, quote unquote, is like Kim Kardashian did all of the cosmetic procedures that make a woman look, quote unquote, better, right? So you fix every flaw that you have in your face, you fix your body, you make your butt gigantic, it's flat stomach, huge boobs, right? So you make yourself look desirable, like to the max, like you're maxing it. It was looks maxing before looks maxing, right? Like literally that's what she did. She was pretty and then she completely looks maxed to where she's like, tried to be like the most beautiful person on earth. So then everyone else was like, well, I want to look like that. Like I want to max my features and everything that's, fix what's wrong, enhance what's, right, and really look the best I can be. And I think that plays a part in it, that these girls are like so conventionally beautiful. I think, obviously, because the thing is, there are black women who do the same things. I mean, they obviously don't end up looking like Kim Kardashian because she's, because she's not dark skinned, but I think they all kind of do the same things, especially if you're in LA or if you're like an influencer or if you're like that world.
It's no different than why do you want to wear those shoes that are in style, or why do you want to wear this fashion?
Because you subconsciously want it, but you don't know why you want it.
It's not the preference that's the problem. It's the reason for the preference.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And it's not the preference. That's the
issue. It's the reason for the preference.
There is like fetishization. There is self-hatred. There is like, and you don't want to call anybody out, but I look at, there's a joke I do where I said, wow, the NBA is so light-skinned now. That's why it's whack.
Hilarious.
There's not enough dark dudes anymore because there was Jordan, we had Xavier McDaniel, Clyde the Glide Drexler.
Hakeem, all of
That's why not a lot of guys don't go to the middle no more because
LeBron
moves easy. So there's
hilarious.
That's why there's a lot of three-pointers. Other than Steph Curry, who's light, but he's from black parents. Think about everybody shooting threes. It's very light. There's a lot of broccoli-headed Drake.
Broccoli-headed.
You know the broccoli-head style where they got the...
My son wears his hair the same way.
Hilarious.
I think, and this is me because I'm a crazy comic, but I said, I think there were a lot of insecure dark-skinned dudes in the 80s and 70s, and they said, I don't want my kids to suffer what I suffered, so they would get with white women or whatever. Now you have a very light-skinned NBA now.
Yeah, and you got to think about the times as well, because like you said, in the 80s,
NBA stand for not black at all.
Interesting. Really? She didn't even get it. Oh my God.
Can you believe it?
You talking to a comedian, girl.
Not black at all.
when you think about society and the way we just kind of project a certain standard or image of beauty, it definitely affects how you view yourself. You know what I mean?
And everybody falls to it because it goes beyond, but it also speaks to the power of it. Like I find little things like when I'm watching, I love like watching the guys come out of the tunnel for football games or coming off the plane or whatever. And you'll notice the sign of success is you got to have a Louis bag, you got to have a Louis belt, you got to have a Gucci something. Right there,
or look like a lunatic. Like they dress at this point like they're trying to outdo each other, and like the outfits at this point are insane.
The particular way that you have to dress to show that I've made it, I'm a ball player. I'm like, where did this come from? It was an influence that just said, and so when you bring that over into race and think about how that was marketed, I'm going, oh wow, and I've dated women from all different shades, but when I think about that, I'm like, wow, so much of how I dated, so much of what I saw was based on the influence of what the standard of beauty was.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So I used to be I remember in college, my first girlfriend, she was a fair, she liked me or whatever, and there was a guy, another light-skinned guy, was like, why does she like you? I go, why not? Because I was dark.
That's a crazy thing to say.
He's hilarious. I mean, I don't know if he said it maliciously. I mean, he could have 100%, but like, let's say he didn't. I'm sure he's just like, why does she like you over me? Like, I think he's just like genuinely wondering, probably because he liked her. But I mean, Godfrey's hilarious. So I can imagine exactly why. Plus, he's not ugly.
I'm better looking than you, dude.
Right. Yeah, tell him, baby. I'm better looking than you. I'm more funny than you. Tell him.
But no, that's
what you said.
There's dark. Yeah, I said better looking than you.
Cool.
She's not as nice as mine. Yeah. But that to say as a dark person, you're better looking than a light skinned person, like what? Yeah. They could be ugly.
Problematic.
It's if you see a pretty dark skinned girl, it's like, It's like, yeah, and then opposites do attract. That's fact. Because there's like women that like dark men.
Yeah.
And they're black women. They just go, I like dark men.
I feel like we just also have to be careful with, you know, when it comes to our kids as well, because
it's
our
very
children are always absorbing all this type of information. Like we had a part in a moment in our documentary where the little girl in the documentary was talking about the fact that the dark skin, I can't remember anymore, but yeah, something to do with dark skin in the documentary. And she was like, how that's not beautiful. And the light skin or the white thing, whatever we use, I can't remember the experiment anymore, was more desirable, more beautiful.
See, I would wonder where and how, like when you hear a kid say that, I think that's where we need to hone in on and say, okay, where did she learn that? Where did she get that from? Who's perpetuating that for her to believe that? And, you know, solidify it in her mind. I think that's where you start. And then you make changes from there. Because if a kid is saying that, then, you know, like she obviously learned it from her parents or someone that's in her vicinity or in her life. And like, it's got to start there, because then when those people grow up, those children grow up, then it changes society as a whole to where it's not that, you know, white is beautiful and black isn't. I'm curious where she would have learned that, because that's definitely problematic.
And she was a dark-skinned girl.
Yeah,
she couldn't even understand why she felt that way.
Were they doing any of the doll experiments?
Yeah,
the doll experiment.
Yeah, we had something similar to that, but it wasn't quite that.
There was one experiment. It's famous. It's now. I love it. It's circulating on social media.
Yeah.
And they show these dolls, these
like
faces, and they go to the
Barbies,
darkness, white kids, black kids. It's like, who's the meanest?
Right.
And they go point to the dark.
Right.
Who's the smartest? Point
Right.
to the white, and it's not.
It's happening
white.
everywhere.
It's
the
all
news,
white, European, colonial. That it's in Asia.
News. Yeah.
It's in Asia. It's India.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
India.
Oh,
All
in other
brown
countries? Oh, yeah. People think people are racist here. No. And it's always the people who think that America is the most racist country in the world are the people who've never got on a plane or ever gone outside of America. If you've ever been outside of America, you know that the US is probably the least racist country on earth. Okay? And if that shocks you, I need you to go travel the world more, because it is 100% true. There was the story about they were throwing like banana peels at black soccer players in Europe. I mean, it's bad. It's bad. So if you think America's bad, go to another country. You'll be like, thank God I live here.
That even their advertisement is nothing but like people in this dark country.
How has that impacted you with dating? Like, has your preference changed because of what's the standard for beauty? Like, because when I'm speaking as a man, but how's that impacted you, and what's your dating life now?
She laughed non-existent.
I mean, I kind of gravitate towards dark-skinned men. I do like dark men. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Has
it.
it influenced
Yeah.
how
And
I
what's
date?
your dating life like now? Let's put it out
I'm
there.
going to be so honest. I
Tell
avoid this
'em.
question like the plague, and I always do. I've done
Because-
it.
154.
I'll tell you
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because I will never forget one time that I answered something similar, and the headline. I literally talked about my career the entire interview, but my dating life became the headline.
Right.
Ever since then, I was like, yeah, I ain't talking about my dating
But
life.
you know what the internet is. Like, that's what the internet is. No one's like, the clickbait title isn't going to be like career woman. You know, that's not the clickbait title.
You know what I mean?
Like,
It's just a disaster. You know, I literally talked about so much, and then the headline was why I'm not married, or why
Why
I'm
you're
dating
saying
this
that.
person.
You gotta do that to get some eyes on it.
But
you
do you
know?
think that's
Literally.
particular to women? Because I feel like with
Godfrey
women,
knows.
it's like, you know, the pressure is
yeah.
the pressure is like, well, why aren't you dating? Or who are you dating? Why don't you date? You know, like it becomes more or less about, you know, why aren't you is like kind of the question, you know?
Yeah, but the thing is, it traumatized me because this was very early on in my career.
Wow.
So I'm just like,
So maybe she didn't know at that
You're
point.
excited to talk about this movement, this what I'm doing in life, and then the focus is my dating life. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it just felt very. I just found it degrading, man. You know what I mean? So I was just like, nah.
They're
not doing it to degrade you. They're doing it to get views. Like, this is the kind of content that gets views on the internet. And they're trying to, and it's not like, okay, it's one thing if they cut out all the stuff you said about your career and then only focus, you know, the clip was just like the dating stuff. The title is going to be to bring in the views. And then the whole clip is going to be on the internet. And then that's where people can hear what you said in its entirety.
I appreciate that. I wanted to get back to pay.
Yeah.
Because pay in Hollywood, a lot different than pay in Nollywood. What's the pay like in...
Okay, I think they're done talking about it. But yeah, I mean, I guess it does really depend on like the reason for having your preference. I don't know. I think it's just you let people date who they want to date, regardless of why they have that preference, because a lot of people, their preferences are like baked deep into their psyche. Like they don't consciously think like, I want to date this person or I'm attracted to this person because of XYZ. I think it's ingrained in them and they don't know why they like it. They just like it. And you can't force somebody to like what they don't like. So it is what it is. You just have to like, you know, you can't just I would say you just can't actively avoid people because, you can't be racist, but I think people are allowed to have their preferences. But anyway, let me know what you think. What are your preferences? Do you think it's okay to have a preference? Do you think it's problematic to have a preference? What do you think? Do you like this conversation? Do you like what we're talking about? Give me all the things. Tell me all of your opinions in the comments, of course. I will see you in the next one. Bye.